Good morning to all. A warm welcome to Dr. Abhay. Dr. Abhay is the Chief Innovation Officer of the Government of India. He has in all 12.5 years of experience in the field of research in life sciences. We welcome Dr. Abhay to the 3D Experience Forum 2020. Dr. Abhay, thank you very much for accepting and joining us for this virtual conference. We are going to converse on how life science innovation play a key role in times of crisis to humanity. Let me start with my first question, Dr. Abhay. A crisis is an abnormal situation. It's a huge challenge full of ambiguity and uncertainty. There are some people who thrive in a crisis, while most of them tend to freeze like a deer in the headlights. I remember to quote from Charles Darwin that it's not the strongest of the species that survives, nor the most intelligent, but the one most responsive to change. So, Dr. Abhay, if I may ask you, from the life science perspective, how do we handle such times of crisis using innovative approaches?
Anand, this is a very interesting question. And as Government of India, and as Chief Innovation Officer for Ministry of Education, we are doing multiple initiatives to actually ensure that we actually convert this crisis into an opportunity. Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji is always sharing with us or always telling us in multiple meetings that this we have to look into an opportunity. We have to achieve things we couldn't achieve in last 70 years. Because this is an unprecedented time, unprecedented crisis. So we are doing multiple initiatives. For example, when in March, immediately when lockdown started from 22nd of March, within 3 days, we announced an idea competition called as Ideathon by the ministry. And it was focused at identifying life science related, biomedical related solutions for COVID, for tackling COVID. And we actually got really great ideas. And now three of the ideas we are actually taking forward. We are helping them convert into startups. So we got about somewhere around 4,000 plus applications, out of which eventually we went to 3 rounds of screening. Out of that, we identified about 27, 28 really good applications. And now some of the applications we are taking forward, we are funding also some of these startups. As you are aware, through Yukti, there is a very big initiative which the Ministry of HRD started, where we asked all our IITs, NITs, triple ITs to come up with different kind of solutions for tackling this COVID system or COVID problem. Okay, and you are aware that IIT Delhi came up with now low cost COVID testing kit,
Yeah.
which is 650 rupees per test, and ICMR has already approved that kit.
When the lockdown started itself, the government and your team was actually prompt in identifying these specific challenges and converting the crisis into an opportunity. That's really wonderful to hear. And of course, the startups and screening up these startups who come out with novel research ideas to combat COVID-19. And that's really very marvelous part of it. And I would also go to the second question now. So, since we have so many organizations, partially this question was actually answered. I would say that you put up some points related to that, although that we have seen many organizations and firms follow the paradigm that innovation through collaboration. So, they want to collaborate and innovate. That's what we see everywhere. And in these difficult times, can you put in some of your insights, thoughts, how this innovation and collaboration and sharing plays a key role in these times of crisis?
Anand, this is, as I said, this is a very interesting question. Uh, uh, we believe that moving forward, the world is moving in direction of open innovation, where a large number of different people with different expertise, different backgrounds are going to come together, give work on a problem, improvise the problem, and move on. So this open innovation model, which we are or the world is talking about, we realized that this, as I said, this is the future, and we started working on it about 5 years back. So in 2016, we said that we will use our student community to solve problems of this nation, which really needs to be solved. Because in India, at any given time point, we have more than 8 million students across 10,000 plus colleges who are doing technology. And on the other side, as we are a developing country, we have millions of problems which need to be solved, and sometimes about 30 plus government ministries, from Ministry of Defense to Airport Authority to External Affairs Ministry, Rural Development, Urban Development. And we told them that, can you help us identify maybe 5, 10 problems in your areas, which we can solve. And we got about 600 problems, such problem statements. And you put those problem statements in public domain. And once we actually announced those problem statements, the response was phenomenal. And we had companies, India Hackathon has become world's biggest open innovation model. And if you see last year's Smart India Hackathon, we received 54,000 entries. Huh? So as you rightly said, innovation by collaboration is the way forward.
Fantastic, sir. Fantastic. Thank you, sir, for the nice answer. So I totally agree with you on the open innovation model and about the smart hackathon. And congratulations to all of us for the success of the smart hackathon. And I also see that the unique hackathon on the drug discovery is also one of them, which is on the run now. And I see a lot of people working on that. And as a part of this initiative of the government of India under your leadership, so how do we innovate, or how do we identify, design, repurpose drugs to combat COVID-19 through the drug discovery hackathon or the open innovation model?
So basically, as this hackathon model was so successful, when we started doing it for last 3 or 4 years, for example, institute like ISRO, I have done 4 Smart India hackathons and 2 international hackathons, and our Prime Minister is part of each and every hackathon.
Wonderful.
Because he really likes this concept. So when he saw initially after 2 hackathons that this concept is really getting traction and students are coming with really innovative ideas, or youngsters and faculties are working together and coming up with really innovative ideas, he started thinking about using this mechanism as a diplomatic tool. So COVID crisis started. Prime Minister actually spoke to Dr. Vijay Raghavan, who is our principal scientific advisor to Prime
Yeah,
Minister, and Prime Minister personally proposed that, can we think of exploring a possibility of hackathon from drug discovery perspective? Because till date, what we used to do, we used to solve problems which are not so big,
that's right.
but drug discovery is really a big problem. It's a very challenging problem. Well, for one molecule, companies end up spending 8 to 10 years and $1 billion plus, just to
That's
get one
correct.
molecule. So this is a very, very cost intensive as well as time intensive process.
That's
And
correct.
Prime Minister said that whether we can actually explore the possibility of reducing the cost and time by channelizing our youth, by channelizing our demographic dividend towards drug discovery. And so when we started working on it, obviously there were 2 aspects of for this drug discovery hackathons. Where one is to look at new molecules which need to be designed, okay, and second is repurposing of the existing molecule, because that's the fastest way of doing it.
That's
so
correct.
we uh, so we actually created a team of about 25, 30 experts from various fields within the drug discovery area, and we requested them to create problem statements. Then, once we got these 29 problem statements, we announced this problem statement. But when we wanted to do this hackathon, we wanted to also ensure that best of the players who are in drug discovery field should be associated. BioVia is one of the collaborators because you are the leaders. So we said we will approach best of the people in this space uh, to collaborate with us, to give us the tools, to train our students, to train our faculty, and together, if we can form teams, and if we, as India, if we can attack this in a way, in a much bigger way, this problem, then we might able to find solutions which are realistic and which can have application with support like people like you, BioVia, and others. We will able to establish a very unique model, which is again not there globally.
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. Yeah, as you rightly mentioned, it's all in your team for giving us an opportunity, as you had mentioned, to be a collaborator or an opportunity to be a key partner in the drug discovery hackathon through our BioVia solutions powered by the 3D Experience platform. So we are extremely delighted to be part of this innovative initiative that your team is actually leading, providing you with full access to the registrants, the software, as well as a detailed training, as you had mentioned some time back. Thereby, BioVia is fully committed to enhance and speed up the innovation process for this noble cause of drug discovery. So, if you
Thank
agree,
you, Anand. Thank you very much.
thank you, sir. So, if you agree, I would like to bring in two slides to showcase the partnership within Dassault Systems, between Dassault Systems. So for the drug discovery hackathon, we are providing the software called BioVia Discovery Studio from Dassault Systems. And BioVia Discovery Studio is a life science modeling and simulation tool that allows you to perform bioinformatics research as well as cheminformatics research. On the bioinformatics research, it allows you to handle macromolecules and protein targets. On the small molecule front, it allows you to screen, identify, modify, and design small molecule that modulate the activity of these macromolecules, thereby combating pandemic situations created by COVID-19 on those protein targets. I would also further like to mention that at Dassault Systems also believes historically in scientific partnership with many organizations, the major pharmaceutical organizations, as well as some of the leading academic and research institutes. Thank you very much, sir, for your support. And at Dassault Systems, we strive to create an unmatched scientific management environment that can help scientific organizations create and connect biological, chemical, material innovations to improve the way we live. I would like you to share your thoughts on how we can continue this partnership to bring in drugs faster to the market in such times of crisis or address some of the unmet needs.
So, Anand, as I said, BioVia has joined us for the first phase. We will be having three phases of hackathon. So we will like to continue this phase. The first phase is more of a screening phase. The second phase is more of a consolidation phase, or where we will work on the identified molecules further. And the third phase will be actually fine-tuning phase, where we will be further improvising on the molecules which have gone through the first two phases, before they
Right.
actually get into the laboratory. And we believe that there could be a collaboration for all these phases with BioVia. So I look at this as a long-term collaboration, rather than just a partnership for the first phase of drug discovery hack.
Absolutely, sir. Thank you so much for that. And yeah, definitely, we would definitely want to collaborate and implement some of them that is developed. I also, as you mentioned, that we will be collaborating probably in the next set of phases two, three, where we improvise upon the molecule. And of course, the manufacturing also is key to bringing out the molecule into the market. So not only for the COVID-19, we would definitely support you using our 21st century R&D set of tools using the BioVia apps, which allow you to expand your innovation across different diseases segments, shorten the time to discovery to the market, thereby lowering your R&D costs. It will also foster collaboration because we are compliant as per the regulatory guidelines and thereby improve the patient outcomes. So thank you very much, sir, for the nice interaction and nice conversation we had and all your valuable thoughts. And of course, for moving forward, we would look forward to partner with you and your team on bringing out some novel innovations to India and also to humanity as a whole. Thank you very much, sir. Have a great day.
Thank you. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Jai Hind, sir. Thank you, sir.